Hello, Maurieo! The next one in our updates, the CAD plan series number 3. In this one here, we're going to add some lines and shapes to the plan. I have updated the plan a little bit since we last spoke, so let's get to the plan and just get things sorted out there and see what it is we're going to do. So we'll go to the full screen. Here it is. Okay, so if you recall, this, I'll just bring the plan over from the second screen there, and you can see up in here we've got a couple of valves, 33.5, 33.8 and 5 meters off the boundary. So I'm going to put those valves in there and get that all dimensioned in this little exercise here. We'll just back to the plan. You can see that they're going to go in here. I've been through and I've updated all of the information such as there, and got it all sorted, so we're all ready to do that. Okay, so let's have a look. I'll put that information. What I'm going to do with that is just put that on the layer that I conveyed earlier, the level control layer. So that's all going to go on there. So I've made that the current layer. All right. So what we've got here is essentially, if we just look here, 33.5 and 33.8 from that boundary, 5 meters from that boundary. So back to the thing here. What I'm going to do is use the offset command, and what I generally do with that one there, although that is the offset there in the graphical interface, or I can just type O for offset. So offset, and it goes there, and I'm going to type in a distance, and the distance that I'm going to type in, just to remind myself, is 33.5 and 33.8. So first of all, I'll do 33.5. Enter. Okay, now select the object to offset, which is that one there, and then it asks me which side, so I want it to be on that side there. Okay, so that's fine, and then I'll just go enter. Now I'm going to go back. This time I'll just go O for offset, and this time I'm going to go to, I've forgotten, 33.8. So that's 33.8. Enter. And then we select that there, and we can see that they're almost over the top of each other. So I'll just go enter. So there's a number of things we can do. One is, you'll see down here, this is the line thickness or the line weight that's on. I can turn that off, and you can see our two little lines there now, which possibly might be a little bit easier there. So, and now I'm going to offset this one here 5 meters. So O for offset, and then we're just going to go 5, enter, and select the offset. And so now we can zoom right in there, and we can see that there are 2 points where we want to show our valves. Now our valve covers are roughly, I don't know, maybe 300 square. So what I'm going to do is just create a little shape. There's an option here to create a rectangle. So rectangle there for rectangle, and we'll just go the first, it's asking for the first corner point, so I'll just create a random rectangle there, and then I'm going to go D for dimensions, and I want it to be, I'm just going to go 0.3 by 0.3. Enter. So that's my 2 dimensions, and then it's just asking me where I want it, so I'm just going to drop it there like that. Okay, what I'm going to do is just draw a line now across across alpha line. There's one way of doing it. I've turned the snaps off, so I need to turn my snaps on so I can snap to those corners. Alpha line there and there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rotate this. Oh, well, I'll move it. So I'm just going to go there, and I'm just going to go move. Okay, and you'll see that little triangle, that's the center of that. So I'm just going to move that to there. Okay, now that's fine. I just want to rotate it so that it's there. So I'm just going to, so that's got it all there. I'm just going to select that and select that and just go R for rotate. Select that midpoint there, and I'm just going to turn it around till it sort of rotates like that. That's it there. That's my valve cover there. And then I'm just going to copy that one, CP, copy, and that there is going to go there. Now they're overlapping a bit. That's because of the size of them there. So that's not working quite so well. I'd like to get it there. So what I think I'll do is I'll just select that there, select that there, and I'll just go scale, SC for scale, and I'm just going to select that midpoint there, and I'll just make, you can see I can make it there, but I'm going to make it like 0.8. Okay, and I think what I'll do is I'll just delete that one there and just recopy this one. So CP, enter, just make sure I'm in the right place there, and make sure we hook it on. It's important that your hook snap to the right place. So there's our 2 little valves there. That we don't need anymore. That one and that one we don't need. That one we don't need, and that one we don't need. Delete, and there we are. We have our 2 little valve covers in there. Let's just have a look. So I'll just get my page up there. So we've got valve cover 1 and valve cover 2. And what we want to do now is to put our dimensions in here. So we've got some dimensioning tools here, and they're under the annotate. I've got it set for boundary dimensions, but I've got another one there, annotative, which is probably a better one to use. And oh, perhaps I do need my little line in here so that I can determine where the center line of these is. So I'm just going to put that in there, and I'll put another alpha line in here, put that in there like that. Okay, right, now let's just put a dimension. Well, we can put a dimension here. So here's our dimension, and we're going to go with aligned. Okay, so I'm just going to go aligned there, and I'm just going to put a dimension from there through to the right angle there, and I think I'll just keep it like that there. Now that's in that annotative one there. Perhaps that's not the one I really want. I perhaps should be using this boundary dimensions. That's better. Okay, so that's the 5 meters that we put there, but we need some lines. Now if we click on this dimension here, you can see that I've turned the lines off. So what we can do here is turn the line on there, and we can turn the line on there. Okay, and we need some arrows, so we'll turn those on. Arrow 1 will be a closed fill arrow, and arrow 2 will be a closed fill arrow. So there you are, we've got our little dimension in there, and then we can now we could put some dimensions in here. So I'm going to go dimensions aligned, and I'll just go with this one here and that one there, and you can see there again I've got that annotative dimension there. Perhaps just change that again. I've made that the current, so we might want to change that to this boundary dimensions here. Okay, and so we can possibly turn some lines on here. There's another little mechanism we can use, which is this one here. So I go to the home and match properties. Match properties, I can click that there and click that on there, and that oops. Okay, so this should be match properties there, and click it on there, and we can see that that's giving us the 0.3 there. This here we can move over to this side like that there. Okay, and we possibly need some extension lines here. Extension line 1, we'll turn that on. I think that's what we want. And extension line 2, turn that on there. Okay, so there's the extension lines between there and there. And then we can use up here in our annotative, this may or may not work, we can use the continue button, and that'll bang us through to there. Okay, now I know we put that at 33.5 and it's come out at 33.493. So there's just a little bit of problem there, which you can expect with the way that we've done it. So what we can come down here is go to text override in here and 33.500. Okay, and it's got that all sorted up there. Alright, so now there's our two valves, and we can I don't think I can take these lines out of the middle now, so I can there and there, delete those. Okay, and then it just remains to add our text to the valve information there. So I'll just maybe do that with the text here, just perhaps just a little bit of information there. So I'll just get a reminder here, valve 1 37.310. So I'll do a multi-line text, put that in there. Valve, I'll make that caps. Valve 1, enter. RL 37.390. I'll just check that. I'll just turn that on. 37310. Okay, so let's just change that. Okay, like that. That there's got a little bit too small. Okay, and we'll just move it, move it. Valve 1. Oops, I think I've copied it rather than, but that's all right. I'll just move that out here, and that can be valve 2. All right, so we'll call that one valve 2. And valve 2 is 37324. 37324. Let's change that there. Yep. Let's get them both. That one and that one. Middle center. Cool. Okay, so making sure there's no overwriting of our text, so we can put that in there. Oops, that's because we've got our snaps on, so we'll just turn the snaps off there, and let's put it in there. This one here, let's grab it, put it sort of there. Okay, so that's valve 1, valve 2, that's that little bit of information all sort of put in there like that. There's a little bit of overwriting there on that. We could possibly just adjust all this by just moving things up a little bit that way, and that just well, almost gets that clear of there, but I think that's fine. We can live with that. Okay, and valve 1, valve 2. Those valves could be a little bit small. We could perhaps use a little bit of a symbol there, but that's got that information on there. That will all be 2 millimeters high. And it's just coming back here, just looking ahead a bit. The next thing now is to get this information that we've got in around here, which is the topsoil heap. So we need to get that put in there. So we'll do that in the next video. So yeah, so that's probably it for this video, where I've shown you how to get those lines and things in there. And so now we're ready to move on, as I said, and start looking at putting the topsoil heap in. So that's all very well. Cheers. See you.